What's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to share the 4 steps that I use to scheme design any floor. So the 4 steps, firstly, the first thing you're going to do is just choose a floor type. Secondly, you're just going to have a look and make sure that you understand the limitations that you have to satisfy, whether that be minimum column spacings, maximum structural depths, or any voids, transfers, etc. that you sort of need to navigate. Then once you've chosen your floor type and you've got a really good understanding of those limitations, you're going to set out some grids. And those grids are going to be based on essentially an architectural plan. I'll show you that in a second. And then once you've got your grids, you can go and put in your structural members. And when you're just doing a scheme design, they're going to be off simple span to depth ratios and other rules of thumbs. So I've got this system to sort of like memorize that and these 4 steps. I call it floor loads guide members. So F is for your floor type, L is for limitations, G for grids, and then M for members. You do those 4 steps and you've got your floor scheme design more or less done. So let's go and have a look at an example. So I'm going to choose a one-way PT slab with band beams. So that's step 1. I've chosen my floor type. Now let's go and have a look at the limitations. And in these iStruct D exams, they'll pretty much always set out some limitations that you need to sort of understand. And yeah, so let's take a look at that. So you can see they've given us minimum internal column spacings of 8 meters, centers in each direction. You can essentially work out, do some simple maths here and work out backwards what your maximum structural depths are. And on this architectural layout here, you'll see some voids, which, yeah, we'll want to, essentially, yeah, we can't put a column in the middle of a void. So that's essentially another limitation that we need to understand when we're putting our grids together. So now, yeah, we understand our limitations. We've chosen our floor type, the PT one-way slab with band beams. Now it's our time to put grids together. So I like to use sort of like something that divides nicely the full length of the building. So 48, I'm going to go grids at 8 meter centers across the page here. And so yeah, I've got 6 times 8 to get to 48 across. And then down the page here, I've got 44. So 11 goes into that nicely. And it also steps around these voids quite nicely as well. So that's how I end up with my grids. As I just mentioned, 8 meter centers to the right, 11 meter centers down the page. So that's the first 3 steps that we've done. And now it's essentially time just to use our simple like rule of thumbs to sketch this out. And we've got a scheme design of a floor. So here are our columns. We're satisfying that 8 meter centers. Next, we're going to go our PT band beams. So I'm using span on 20 to size that. They're obviously spanning up and down the page here. So 11,000 on 20, you end up with 600. So that's how I get the size of the preliminary size of my band beam here. And then, span on 40 to size my PT slab spanning between the band beams here. So yeah, that's my 4-step process to scheming any structural floor plate for concrete. If you like this, give it a like and subscribe.